All right, guys. So question number 3, page 3, question 3, and question 4. Question 3 is looking at the flute waveform made by a flute. We can see that it's not a perfect sine wave, so there's obviously a secondary kind of frequency or something happening in it, but that's okay. We can still see the pattern and we can still figure out things about this wave. So first question here, it wants you to find the period of the waveform. So we need to find 2 points on the wave that we can find the kind of times of. If you notice here, it goes from about 0.5 to about 0.9. So that we need to find what that little distance is, or how much time that is based off reading the graph. So I need to say 0.009 minus 0.005 to get a period or time between that period of, oops, that's not very good, period of 0.004 seconds there. All right, and then the frequency is 1 over that period, and so it'll be 1 over 0.004 seconds, which gives me a frequency of 250 hertz. So frequency 1 over the period. All right. Question 4 has us kind of interpret a wave and about the different things on it. So where's the amplitude? Well, amplitude is the displacement from equilibrium. So here's equilibrium. That distance, F, is the amplitude, but so is G. So we have F and G. You can go up or down. They're both the amplitude. It's not D. D is definitely not the amplitude. That's the total. That'd be twice the amplitude. Period is the time to go from one peak to another peak. It's similar to wavelength, except it's time, not distance. So we can see that this is time. So C would be the period for this particular one because it's time. And then crest and trough are just the peaks and the valleys. So A would be a crest and B would be a trough. All right. Next, it asks you what happens to each of the period, frequency, and wavelength if you double the amplitude. Now, remember with the Slinky, changing the amplitude just meant more energy. It doesn't change anything about the wave's properties. It just means it's going to be a bigger hump or a brighter light or a louder sound. The frequency, the period, and the wavelength do not change with volume or amplitude or anything. So no change. And we'll copy that. And we'll just paste it again. So no change, and no change, right? No effect. Amplitude has no effect on those different things there. All right. That is page number, I don't know what page that is. That's questions 3 and 4.